starting tomorrow and for like a week, we're back up in like 85 as the high. I think today we hit 75. I meant to do this hours ago, but I got caught making grape jelly. And so sunset is at 7:47. It's like almost 7 right now. I just want to see. So what I'm going to do is we had 2 gazebos last year, one on the deck and one on the ground. The one on the ground kept falling over. Essentially, it's broken. The one on the deck is mostly good. I think part of it might be a little weak, but it's nothing that can't be used. I think this one can be used. It just has to be reinforced. Today, anyway, I think I'm just going to place it and rinse it. Like I've been talking about, I want eventually like a gazebo, some type of structure to go over there. But I'm like, let's work with what we have here, at least a place, and then we can see. I don't know where the stakes are. And there's question of will it fly away? So I'm gonna rinse it because it's covered in pollen. It was in the shed this whole time, and the shed has never really worked since we got it. So I'm going to go watch it now, and then we're gonna place it, and we're gonna see. Oh God! I had spoke about this with my mother, and I was supposed to get stakes. I guess I forgot until we got back home, and there's the one that's broken. Right. So I just want to open it as much as I can, and then we'll see about it. I haven't been outside today, but I already got bit. Like, I haven't been outside doing things. I came outside to, like, get a package from Amazon. I don't know when I got bit. Maybe they're inside the house now. I don't know. The big old bee over here trying to make a nest in these not in the ground light sticks. I guess is making a nest in one of them. Anyway, let me get away from here, lest it think I'm attacking it, even though I'm pretty sure I bought that stick. Anyway, so I wasn't sure how it was broken. Now I see that it was, I don't even know if it's super broken. Your girl got cut up. I didn't even realize exactly how until I got cut up. I'm like, ah, well, no, I saw how it was undone, broken, whatever. And then I'm like, oh, it's sharp, but I didn't really feel it was sharp. Um, or I guess I felt the scratch, but I didn't. Anyway, it's not that deep of a cut. It just keeps bleeding. Um, okay. Anyway, not keeps bleeding like, oh my God, but it keeps bleeding. Anyway, so my mother kept saying, oh yeah, it's an 8 by, sorry, excuse me. She kept saying the one we had on the deck was a 6 by 6, which makes sense because it's two 8 by 8s. And she's like, the one we had on the ground was an 8 by 8. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. That does not sound right at all to me. And so I put the 8 by 8 and I'm measuring the 8. And in my mind, this whole area up here is a lot more spacious. I was going to have like 15 feet deep before I even reached the rows. That's fine because I moved it up and I gained space. Had I left it there, it would have been really tight. Even this is not like a permanent thing, but it's good to know where it is. One, two, I think it's a 10 by 10. I stretch it out and it looks more like a 10 by 10. So I had the 8 by 8 at first and it looks more like a 10 by 10. Thirdly, this is askew. This is like this, and I want it to be like this. But my sister's a one in the hand. Poor little me. Cut hand, cut finger. She can't use this. I'm gonna let her know she can't use this, and she didn't help me set it up this year. Anyway, and then the whole thing is, how do I want to have this? At first, I'm like, is this gonna be a paper thing? Is this gonna be like a little concrete pad, a little dry pour, a little flat dry pour, just to like walk on it, so it's like semi-hard? And if it's a 10 by 10, actually no. What I'm thinking, regardless, is just like cut, area, uh, landscape fabric, flatten it out, right? Because it's all lumpy over there. Flatten it out, and I have to then do something so that we don't have just water pooling into it. But anyway, flatten it out somehow, raise it up, whatever the heck, and then rocks. That's what I'm thinking. Rocks. So this got left outside a lot, so it got really wind battered, abused. Things are not straight. And so what happened was these two pieces came out of this, and that's where I scratched myself is putting them in. I don't know how to tighten it, if this will tighten, because it's not even like, I guess I was able to push them in. And then this needs to push out more. So a bent, I think over here it bent too. Also, maybe these are not in the back, maybe this back one is not 10 by 10 stretched out to that point. I think we did do that last year too. You can see kind of how it's warped. It's supposed to like flat, like some of the other sides are. And so probably, I would love to say tomorrow, but tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow and the next couple days are going to be in the 80s, and I'm not trying to be out here at all. I don't know. I think we have sticks. Do we have 6 foot sticks? I don't know. It's giving outdoor living. It's giving let's gather in the front. I need solar lights for over here. First and foremost, I need to figure out how to buttress it right so that things aren't collapsing. It was previously over there, and this is south, that's north, east, right? And so besides this little copse of trees here, it's getting all the directions of the wind. Over here, however, we got trees. So once we have which we could have northerly winds, northwesterly winds, okay, but also maybe they will blow up a little bit. I had to straighten this out. This looks bow-legged, but I like how it looks regardless, and it's really helping me see a vision. Well, I feel like it's relatively center to that whole area. This circle over here throws it off. 1, 2. The steps are not like directly in line with the middle of that, obviously. And so I feel like right now it's relatively square. It is, to my eye, lining a bit. It could be an unevenness of the ground. It could just be that, like I said, wind battered, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to leave it up. I need things to hold the base down, like some pavers. I don't have any pavers to spare, however. So what kind of girl do I? Let me see if my sister has any. My mother really likes camouflage things, right? And I feel like this just fits here because it's not like where it was before. The road is there, so people passing can see. The neighbors are there, people passing can see. I mean, the neighbors can still see it, but they're obscured by a lot of trees. So this is going to be great for like summertime stuff. Right now, I'm like dead straight on, so it's great. Again, I like the idea of just being able to plant around it. Now, where it is right now, the rose is there. We're going to see how the rose works this year. Maybe if I do or do not like it, I'll move the rose from back there farther up, maybe like in line with one of the molly grasses. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm really liking this. I'm happy I did this today because I probably won't be out here for a whole week. Let's be honest. Hey, girlies. I can't remember if I watered yesterday. I think I did. I had surplus water after I moved the psyllium, and I watered some of them. And like, there's one already that died. Or, so the 14. That's okay. It was one of the smaller ones. That was kind of expected. And in my mind, at some point soon, hopefully, God willing, I'd like to get a lot more petunias and dianthus and just have this be a thick, thick, thick border of color. I have no idea what I'm doing in the back, besides the fact that my... Hey, girl. You and me were in this together. That my hardy hibiscus is coming back up. I got no idea what else is going on in the back. I might only see the one dahlia coming up. So am I counting the purple dahlia dead? Kind of. Hey, girl. And then... And my mom's like, because I'm like, oh yeah, and I can be outside. And she's like, and you're going to be getting beat up. I'm like, I'll figure out stuff between, what do you call this? Like citronella candles and whatnot. Like, I'll figure out stuff. I don't know about the daytime and whatnot, but I'll figure out stuff. Right? A little netting on the inside. But first, it has to be reinforced on the inside. The sides of it be reinforced. So, I don't even know how tall it is on the inside. But anyway, I don't want this falling over because we don't got no hard structure money. Over here, it looks askew, but when you're over there in the front, and maybe that whole area is askew regardless. So, I'm going to be moving it. I like it how it is. It's very cute. Beds are being overtaken by grass. 1. 2, I don't know if I'm going to end up or formalizing them with like a physical border. That front bed already has like a lot of volunteer plants coming up, so maybe I'll just leave it growing in the front. I don't know. Also, I'm cool with the carrots just flowering, to flower. So I just want this to be like a little bed. But this looks so cute. I can't wait till this is all like done up. It's gonna look so nice. And so the grilling area behind the house kind of has disappeared in a sense because it was built there, but then everything around it got shifted. So I don't know that it's gonna stay there. But this maybe could be like another grilling area, maybe, right? I mean, it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of annoying to walk back and forth across the septic field, but it makes maybe more sense. I just don't know where the grill would go. Would it have to go on maybe the side between the road and whatever? That's just so much work. And that's so far from the house, respectively. I don't know. Maybe, again, because I think that was a potential grilling area. That over there makes more sense. But again, it's crossing the road, blah, blah, blah. But also, it still makes more sense. I don't know. We're just going to look at the other plants and how they're doing. I did mean to move this. Move those, last 4 over just a little bit. Let's do that right now, then. Please, no grasshoppers. Okay. First of all, you can move. You need to leave. Okay, right. Okay. And then, let's see. Yeah. That curve over here with respect to that looks a bit too open. Maybe I just need to cook it up some more. Because it's maybe curving it in a bit too much. That's better. That little millimeter of space is much better like that. Yes. Here go the dianthus, looking really nice in the dark colors against the bare earth. That's gonna be busting with flowers. So cute! Oh my god! I know I saw. I probably need to mow over here. I know I saw. Oh, I knew it! I knew it. Maybe a little too late today to look at it, but I knew. I'm glad, girl, you're alive. I'm gonna be weeding you to the high heavens this year because I want this to just. This is one of my favorite plants. The first year we were here, I see some things, but I'll wait till they get a bit bigger. One of my favorite plants the first year we were here. I put it in here last year, didn't really do much. And now it's back and spread. So yeah, girl. Yeah, do the most. The lilies perked up after a water. So, and the delphiniums are growing. They're just taking their sweet, sweet time. They need more water regardless also. Here's my sweet shrub. I want her to be as full and leaf size as she was when I first got her. She's getting there. And we're getting to the buds. Oh my gosh, it's going to be glorious. And so we have the older growth and then the newer growth because it's settled in and it's adjusted. And it said, oh, I get it here. I get the soil I'm in. And so, yeah, girl. Oh my God. Yes. These are all flushed out with new growth. Love that for them. If I want to put more lavender, I don't think so. I think I did mean to come out and cut a bunch of tree stumps. Oh my God, I don't want to do that. I should do it sooner than later. Not doing it now because I'm on my way inside, but I'm going to have to do it soon because I don't want them trying to come back and thinking that they have the right. You don't. You no longer do. Who is digging up? Why is this leaning? Someone is digging at my plant? Do not. Let her be. And these are, again, growing back fantastically or perking up fantastically. So love that for them. But there's a bunch of tree stumps. Tree stump. Did a lot of oaks trying to make their way back. And it's just like, no. I got my 2 oaks here. Beyond that, I saw an issue right now this year. A bunch of tree stumps over here have to come and, whack away the new growth. So grow underground and die underground. Do not try and make it come back. This is not your year. The wisteria. Oh my God. Girly girl. So I think bloom in like June or July. So, and all these plants are putting on new growth. So it's going to shade out real nice. I love that for me. Love that for privacy. Love that for sound muffling. What plant is that? Is this big ass tree? Is this a cherry? Is that an anthill? I don't know what this is. And there's molehills over here. So let me leave. I need to leave. I meant to plant that somewhere else. I still don't know where though, but I'm going to plant it somewhere else. And, okay, Puntia. And the blue sedum, I'm going to move, I think, on the edge of the yarrow. So it's going to be like maybe on the slope is my idea. I'm not sure yet. Hey, girl, she looks so cute. Oh my God. And so we have the underskirt, and heavy winds are always pushing it in. We're always having to come out and pull it back out. First off, I want to put paver around the edge of the underskirt on this side specifically, because there's always a lot of overgrowth of weedage. On the one hand, it's like, oh, they're maybe holding the sand in, blah, 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 but it's too close to the house. And the idea of it being at least 3 feet away from the house, and I'm like, oh, I told my mom, like, we need a windbreak. We need a windbreak for over here, because nowhere else around the house does that happen, where it's heavy wind and the underskirting, the skirting of the house blows in. So I'm like, we need a windbreak. I don't like big shrubs and I don't like foundation planting. So something big and shrubby, but like nice and airy. Ideally, evergreen would be great, but I don't know that it gets that's mostly an issue during the fall and winter. So something that could last at least until like late fall. And so I'm thinking maybe those tropical hibiscus, what they call them, I think the ones that get huge. But if they get huge, I'm gonna have to plant them out way far out in case they get super huge. And again, that whole thing is about insects and rodents and snakes. So I'm pretty sure I saw a snake egg today, which is fine with me. Let the snakes be, because we got all these voles. So obviously they feel like they don't like any predators. Let them have the predators. As long as the snakes don't bother me. I think the ones I've seen are the black. I forget the ones, but they're like not poisonous. They're not worried. That's what, like, I saw the first year we saw one, that was it. Second year I saw one, it was in this side garden. I don't know what it was. But so we're talking about the idea of like maybe, oh, maybe we'll camp over there. La, 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 la. Maybe we'll camp with there's like a bunch of people here. La, la, la. And I'm like, oh, that'd be cute. That'd be like a little gathering space, and people can go off to their tents. La, 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 da, da, da. That could be like a little picnic table, not picnic table, like a long table, or a long table, or like chairs around something. I don't know. The biggest issue is mosquitoes, so. But they have those like things that you can put around an area, and they're like supposed to like keep the mosquitoes away at like a certain distance, right? I'm excited. Cute and all, and it's visible from the bathroom, but this is more visible from like many more windows. And I mean, it's closer to the road though. That's front road. I feel like that's where more of the like noise and the cars in the distance. You hear more of that from there. I feel like, you know, these are problems, noise solutions. Problems to noise pollution. More plants, more shrubs behind, next to the camellias and whatnot. Anyway, now I'm like, I want white plants over there so that they reflect in the moonlight. Oh, my goodness. The thoughts. And then also now to keep the wasps or anything else from trying to make a nest inside. Again, things have to be supported first, but even if it's like it falls over, at least now I know the idea of a structure there looks like a 10 by 10. Because that's how I'm measuring it. That's how I measured this out, as a 10 by 10. So a 10 by 10 structure there, cute. This is kind of also giving like tent, like circus tent or like military camp tent, but it's okay. It's okay. Hey, mossy oak. I think actually both of them are mossy oak. This is just the camouflage version of this tent. Anyway, yeah. And I'm thinking maybe like not necessarily in-ground plants. If we're talking about white flowers, like we could have geraniums, white geraniums. I think geraniums also have like mosquito repellent. Maybe it's just the citronella ones, but we can mix them. We can mix the flowering white geraniums with like the citronella. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Just like on a moonlit night. I mean, you can't see from under the tent, but then you could be under the tent and then just be like, the vibes. Also, moonlit night, it means it's brighter all around, so that's another reason why it's great. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.